Have you ever wondered what secrets your birth date might hold? What does it truly reveal about you? The power of a date lies not just in counting the years. It serves as a symbol, a clue about your journey. Yet often, this mystery can feel like a burden. There's an invisible solitude, a sense of disconnection, even among those who surround you. The pain of misunderstanding seems to echo throughout your being. Life is a blank canvas, and you are the artist. Each experience, every scar, adds a new layer of paint. But when questions arise, why am I here? Or, what do these moments of pain mean? There's a gentle invitation to turn inward. The journey reveals that every pain carries a purpose. It may not seem apparent right now, but your story is a tapestry woven with meaning. What if everything you've experienced is simply preparation for something great? The quest for clarity is within your reach. Take a moment to quiet your heart. Let curiosity flow. Ask yourself, what is this pain teaching me? Make space for transformation. Close your eyes and feel the weight of your silence. It longs to be heard. You are not here just to look. You are here to discover yourself. At times, you might feel weary from carrying these questions. That's perfectly okay. What you feel is valid. You don't need to rush. With each step in your search for meaning, you're uncovering the message of your being. Allow yourself to be guided by your pain, as if it were a compass pointing the way. With every new understanding, the blank canvas begins to fill with color, form, and life. Your arrival in this world is not merely an event, it's a calling. And today, you can choose to listen to that call. With each reflection, with every breath, a new layer of your truth will be revealed. Are you ready to become the artist of your own story, shaping your purpose through the lessons you've learned? You are not alone in this journey. Life is much like a mountain, a path filled with echoes. These echoes arise from unresolved experiences that persistently repeat themselves, like a whisper that refuses to fade away. Do you recognize this? Why do some pains insist on returning? It feels as if you're trapped in an endless cycle. What if life is asking you a question? A quiet invitation to look deeply within yourself. Karma is often misunderstood. It's not a punishment. It's an invitation. An invitation to recognize recurring patterns. Each echo represents an opportunity for learning. They resonate in your shadows, urging you to pause for a moment and breathe. Whenever something from the past surfaces, it acts like a mirror, reflecting your pain, your truth. Do you feel lonely in a crowd? That sensation of being invisible among everyone? That's part of your journey too. It's your soul trying to awaken. In fact, each pain is an opportunity. What you reject and ignore may be exactly what you need to face the most. Looking pain in the eye can bring clarity. But here's something you might not have realized. Repetition isn't a sign of weakness, but of a resilient soul. What if this internal struggle is part of your growth? The pain you carry, it can be your ally, not your oppressor. Instead of feeling enslaved by those experiences, start viewing them as guides showing you the way. Take a moment to close your eyes. Breathe. Feel every part of your being. Allow the echo to speak to you. Let each of them transform into a step towards your true self. Transformation occurs when you recognize the pattern. Looking back isn't regressing, it's healing. The silence you fear may very well be the only place where you can truly hear yourself. And remember, each echo can be like a gentle breeze. Allow them to teach you rather than hinder you. Today, as you wake up, tell yourself, I am capable of transforming my pain into wisdom. The path is long, but each echo is a part of your unique journey. May they witness your strength. When you look at your birth date, what do you see? Cold numbers, a simple sequence? Or perhaps you feel there's something deeper at play. Those numbers aren't just figures, they're echoes of entire universes. Each one carries a secret, a story waiting to be whispered. Have you ever stopped to consider that these numbers could guide you toward what you truly seek in life? Mathematics transforms into a universal language when we open our hearts and minds to this truth. Each number is like a star, illuminating the path of our purpose. The karmic number in particular is a magical key, a key that unlocks doors you didn't even know existed. Did you know it can reveal valuable lessons you may have forgotten? Now picture yourself standing by a lake on a calm day. As each thought or emotion ripples across the surface, you realize nothing remains. This is also true for the numbers in your life. You might think of them as mere data, but in reality, they reflect your own existence. What if what you're searching for is already there, just waiting to be discovered? The journey to understand your karmic number doesn't have to be complicated. Start by adding the digits of your birth date. The result isn't just an empty figure, it's a bridge connecting your past story to your desired future. Each number reveals an aspect of yourself, a side that longs for recognition. What if you find it difficult to connect with your purpose? That's natural. Have you ever felt lost amidst the noise of life? We all go through that. But here comes the most important part. Allow yourself to dream. Stir your curiosity. Ask yourself, what do these numbers have to teach me? How can I use them as guides on my journey? When you connect with your numbers, you begin to heal the wounds you've carried for so long. Remember, each number can be a subtle mentor, a voice that speaks directly to your heart. Do you feel that invisible loneliness, that mental exhaustion, that search for meaning? Let each number help bring light to those shadows. Today, as you wake up, tell yourself, I am capable of hearing the wisdom that the numbers offer me. With that affirmation, allow yourself to explore what they have to show you. This could be the beginning of a transformative journey, and you deserve every moment of it. Life is not just composed of sunny days. Sometimes dark clouds loom overhead, and those clouds represent our challenges. Have you ever felt the weight of an unbearable day? Those moments when loneliness becomes your only companion, and the pain seems endless. Each of these challenges deserves to be faced, not as an enemy, but as a guide. Each number we journey through from 1 to 9 carries a unique essence. Every challenge is a step on the staircase of your transformation. But here's something you may not have realized. The difficulty in front of you might just be the doorway to what you truly desire. Have you thought about that? Let me say this again. Pain is not your enemy. It comes to teach you. What will you do with it? You can choose to ignore it, or you can let it build something greater. Reflect on your life. How many times have you felt lost and after the chaos, emerged with a newfound meaning? Every crisis is an invitation to grow. Loneliness, that invisible pain. Do you feel like no one really understands? The world may seem indifferent, but the truth is, you are not alone. The challenge of connecting with others, even when so many around you fail to see your true essence, is an invitation to authenticity. Make the effort to open up. You may be surprised by the souls who are also seeking connection. And what about mental exhaustion? No one can keep pretending forever. Your tiredness is not a sign of weakness. It's a reminder that your emotions matter. Remember, it's perfectly okay not to know what to do with your exhaustion. Embrace those moments when you ask yourself, what if the pain we carry doesn't have to be a burden, but could be a tool for freedom? If the next learning opportunity you've been waiting for arrived today, would you be open to it? Often, the answer lies within the pain. Fear and pain walk hand in hand, but each of them carries a message. They want you to see. Sometimes the answer isn't to run away, but to soar through the storm. And what about the wounds of the past? They are not scars we should hide. They are stories that shape who we are. Every rejection and every trauma has something to teach us. When you look in the mirror, don't see a shadow. See someone who has weathered storms and is still here. Throughout your journey, take the time to ask yourself, what lessons can I learn from what I'm facing right now? Be open to the teachings along the way. Embrace the pain, not as a burden, but as a key that can open new doors. Life is indeed a labyrinth. But each challenge, whether small or immense, shapes the symphony of your being. Look with fresh eyes. Every step you take, no matter how difficult, reverberates in your journey of self-discovery. You deserve to be the protagonist of your own story. The shadow is not your enemy. It is the space where light can penetrate and shine. Have you ever felt lost in darkness? It is often through pain that we find our way back to the light. Life presents us with scars, but it also offers opportunities. What if you could transform each wound into a map for healing? Every cycle of pain teaches something valuable. Think about those challenging experiences. They are not there by chance. They are here to foster transformation. One day, someone told me, "This pain I feel, I now understand that it guides me as well." What patterns are you allowing yourself to carry? It's time to let go. Ask yourself, what is this shadow trying to show me? Because before any light, there is an awareness of darkness. Are you exhausted? There's a reason for that. This exhaustion may be a sign that your being is urging you to free yourself from what no longer serves you. Release the need for approval, the expectation of being understood. Observe your shadow. It is filled with wisdom. But what if the pain isn't a burden, but a guide? An invitation to revisit parts of yourself that have been forgotten. Reflection is a way to uncover the hidden beauty within the struggle. Have you tried that? What if what pains you actually propels you to be reborn? As you look at your wounds, connect with them. Give space to the feelings. That's how healing happens. Today, as you wake up, take a deep breath and tell yourself, I am capable. In the journey of self-discovery, there's a calling to freedom. Enough. You deserve to breathe without fear. If you allow it, the shadow can become a portal to the light. But it requires courage. It requires detachment. When you let go of what no longer serves you, you make room for new experiences. It's time to embrace your evolution. What exists in your past that no longer belongs to you? Release it. What awaits you is more beautiful than you can imagine. Now picture yourself moving forward, step by step, without guilt, without fear. You don't have to carry everything you've been through. All the pain, traumas, and expectations of the past do not define your essence. The light will never stop shining within you. So, permit yourself to look at your shadow and then dance with the emerging light. Every day is a new revolution. Have you ever looked at yourself and wondered who you truly are? At times, that question sounds more like a distant echo than a sincere quest. Loneliness can be a silent companion, even amidst a crowded room. The truth is, behind the mask we wear, there is a being who longs for recognition, the recognition of who you have always been and who you are meant to be. Often, you may feel like no one really sees you. The weight of loneliness can be overwhelming, yet you carry this burden with courage. That's okay. Loneliness can be a teacher. It is through it that we often find space to reflect. And while this reflection can be painful, it is also an essential step in the journey inward. What if the pain you carry is no longer an obstacle, but a guide? Think about it. Each wound carries with it a lesson. Scars can be marks of battles won, rather than just reminders of pain. Sometimes, you need to dive into that emptiness you fear. I feel that the silence of your inner self whispers. Here you will discover what truly matters. In this sacred space of self-discovery, you are invited to allow yourself to feel, to explore, and to uncover. What is the essence that pulses within you? What burns beneath the surface of your being? Instead of fleeing from what hurts, why not embrace it? There's no rush. Breathing is the first step. In the search for your true essence, self-compassion is a powerful tool. It may seem odd, but often you are your own worst critic. What if, instead, you began to cultivate acceptance? Accept yourself as you are, with your weaknesses and imperfections. Remember, each flaw is a thread in the tapestry of who you are. You are the sum of your experiences, and that is what makes you unique. The light you seek is not far away. It shines from within. It is by connecting with this light that you transform your pain into wisdom. And the best part? You don't have to do it alone. The silence that you often avoid is where you can truly be found, where you can hear yourself. Have you noticed how the deepest discoveries emerge when you stop and look within? By doing this, you might realize that you are not as far from the truth you seek as you thought. The journey inward is a path filled with both light and shadow. Open your heart to these paths. You'll never know who you really are until you allow yourself to dive into your truth, even if it feels uncomfortable. If the journey is long, remember that what matters most is the step you take. Today, as you wake up, tell yourself, I am. Gradually, you will start to remember who you have always been. That is the true quest. The dance of life doesn't unfold on a brightly lit stage. Rather, it occurs in the gentle moments of everyday life. Have you ever taken the time to listen to the music that pulses within you? The melody that arises in moments of silence, when your mind is at rest, bringing forth a harmony that many don't even believe exists. This symphony is your karma entwined with purpose, a deep connection to the cosmos. The loneliness you feel, often disguised among familiar faces, is an invitation to dance with the truths that reside within you. What if this dance is what truly brings you closer to understanding? Think about that. Every step you take is a statement of your existence. Sometimes it might feel like you're walking on unfamiliar ground, heavy with uncertainty. But remember, it's okay to feel the weight of your journey. Our old wounds that hurt us so deeply also play a role in this dance. They teach us the beauty of authenticity. Your traumas do not define who you are, but they shape the way you connect with the world around you. Sometimes, the rejection you faced becomes your greatest source of empathy, allowing you to be present for others who, like you, seek understanding. Have you ever questioned whether the pain you carry truly belongs to you? What if each piece of it is merely tying you to something greater? The quest for meaning amidst chaos brings a quiet clarity, an understanding of the essence of life. What feels confusing now can come together like a symphony in your mind, revealing unexpected beauty. Allow yourself to feel. Take a deep breath. Serenity comes from accepting each note, each pause. As you dive into this space, discover the strength that arises from connecting with your true essence. Life is not a battle against pain, but rather an opportunity to dance through it, to find rhythm and lightness, even in the heaviest moments. And remember, you are not alone in this. The universe is always by your side, and when you open yourself to this awareness, authenticity flows naturally. You may not have all the answers right now, but know that every step you take brings you closer to that purpose you seek. Today, as you wake up, permit yourself to ask, what does the music of my life want to tell me? Let the answer resonate within you. Be present, for each moment is a note in the symphony of your existence. Today, I want you to reflect on something profound. What do you wish to cultivate in your life? Each seed you plant now has the potential to grow into something extraordinary, even if you can't see it yet. Change is knocking at your door. It's ready to be sown. But the question is, are you willing to allow it to take shape? Many of us live surrounded by voices, shadows of unspoken expectations. What do you truly want? Take a moment of silence for yourself. Feel what pulses within you. That inner voice often cries out loudest when the world is quiet. It's in this space of introspection that you can choose your seeds. Remember, what you sow now will grow. A daily practice, like meditation, may seem small, but over time, it will bear fruit in the form of inner peace and clarity. On the other hand, habits of worry and self-criticism are also seeds, and they grow quickly. By sowing insecurity, you invite more of it into your daily life. So, I ask you, what will your choice be? What do you want to see blossom? As you plant changes, you might find that emotional solitude begins a journey of self-discovery. The pain you feel is not a burden. It's an invitation to look inward and decide what truly matters. What if the silence you fear is the very place where you truly hear yourself? This internal space is where real transformation begins. Open yourself to it. Change doesn't have to be a painful process. It can be light, like a gentle breeze passing through the leaves. The light you choose to cultivate in your life can illuminate not only your path, but also that of those around you. Have you ever found yourself feeling tired? With a cluttered mind, but no direction? That's normal. You are not alone. Acknowledge your exhaustion and remember, it's not a sign of weakness, but a signal that something needs to change. That change starts now, with the choice of how you want your life to unfold. Today, as you wake up, tell yourself, I am capable. Visualize the seeds you wish to cultivate. Each one is a promise of transformation. And even if the future seems uncertain, trust that, in time, they will bear fruit. You may be planting hope, self-love, or even courage. Bring these practices into your awareness. If doubt arises, take a deep breath. Remember that the journey is long and filled with surprises, but each step you take is an act of courage. Life is not just about goals, it's about the path you choose to travel. And here's something you may not have realized. In nurturing the present, you uncover the essence of the future. You're not just sowing, you're transforming. And that is a beautiful act. So, start today and allow the silent power of your choices to bloom in your life. When you find yourself surrounded by a storm of thoughts, what does your soul truly desire? Silence has its own language, one that whispers truths within the chaos. It is in this deep emptiness that you are invited to turn your gaze inward. This silence is not a place of escape. Rather, it is the starting point for a journey of self-discovery. In the toughest moments, you may feel as if you're carrying an immeasurable weight. Looking around, everything can seem loud and confusing, right? But what if I told you that the very silence you fear could be the key to understanding your own karma, your essence? Look a little closer. What arises when you finally allow yourself that pause? You are tired of internal battles, of seeking meaning amidst the chaos. And what if the answer you are looking for is already inside you, waiting for your attention? Acceptance is your first step toward freedom. When you embrace your wounds without resisting, they begin to heal. This is the power of silence. Remember that silence does not isolate, it creates space, a space where you can hear what truly matters. What awaits you at the end of this silent path? Clarity, harmony, the certainty that you are more than your fears and insecurities. You are borrowed from the universe, a unique expression of all that you have been and are meant to be. In the search for purpose, we often lose ourselves in external noise. Have you ever paused to notice how the world shouts for your attention? But what happens when you silence those voices? Everything becomes clearer. By allowing yourself to hear what your soul has to say, you begin to unravel the folds that have formed in your mind. Imagine closing your eyes for a moment. Feel the weight of your silence. It wants to tell you something. Today, as you wake up, tell yourself, I am capable. Let those words resonate within you. Allow silence to reveal who you truly are. If something within you has awoken, maybe another soul also needs to hear this. May this message reach those still in silence, waiting for the voice of the heart.